Good morning, who's first? Morning Emma, morning Lou. Well, it's turned into a bit of a nightmare this morning. Hey Seiko, I'm on my way to the farmers market. No, farmers market, what am I talking about? The protest. And I've had to wait until Chucky got back from, she was looking after the grandkids, but that's like sort of hour and 45 minutes away. She didn't have her door keys, she was halfway back, so I've had no choice but to wait until she gets back, and then I've left. I'm going to buy a new tractor, be my new company vehicle going to these protests. Anyway, I'm actually in the back of a cab, right? At the end of the day, this is going to cost me a fortune today, but it is what it is, right? It's about supporting our farmers and just try and get this country out of the hole that it's in at the moment. Whether we succeed at doing that, I do not know. I've had some interesting conversations recently with people saying that our protests don't work, they don't work, you're wasting your time. Well, get off your arse and lead by example, basically. That's what I say to these people, and I keep it as simple as that. Lead by example. Get off your arse, get out of that couch that you're sitting on, behind your keyboard, behind your monitor, telling us what to do, and you're not out there doing it yourself. Yeah, I might do. So I'm in Deptford at the moment, which is southeast London, of course. Going through Deptford on my way to New Cross. Probably go down the Old Kent Road, and yeah, I'm just stuck in traffic. But I've had to jump in this cab. So ordered a cab first of all, and made a mistake, and I put Whitechapel, going to Whitechapel. Should have been Whitehall. So the cab's got here, and he weren't even going to go to Whitehall for me, weren't going to change his destination. So yeah, I'm afraid it is what it is, but just letting you guys know that I'm on my way there, and yeah, I'll hopefully I'm not there just as all the lovely tractors start driving off. Oh good, there's hundreds of tractors, it's beautiful, good. How long until I get there? About approximately half hour. Approximately half hour, 40 minutes. Do you know, it's just so hard to, the traffic is consistently inconsistent on this stretch of road that I'm on at the moment. I'm approaching New Cross station, and do you know what, sometimes you drive down here, and I drive down this road probably 2 or 3 times a week. Some mornings you drive down it at 9-10 o'clock in the morning, and it's just a breeze, you just breeze on through. The worst part is near where I live. But today it's just relentless, and that could be the knock-on effect from these dastardly farmers that are protesting in central London. But there you go. Anyway, I'm trying to turn it away from the sun. The sun's beaming in through the side of the window there. Right guys, I've got myself some varifocal glasses now. I've got 2 pairs. I've not, the second pair has been ordered and paid for, but I've put a hold on them because I'm not sure that I like the varifocals. I think I might have to go for bifocals, because to the sides they're blurry as hell, and I don't know if I'm gonna, now on the phone, so I'm looking down at the phone and I can read all the comments. I look up, perfect, but anywhere to the side, so when I'm sat on my computer doing the same thing like editing, the sides of the screen are blurry as hell. Lady Fraggle, thank you so much, that's very, very appreciated. Thank you so much towards your fare. See you in a bit, Diane. If we're not here, if I'm not here and I've ended this, then just look out for the live stream when I get there. There are other protests later. Police are allowing them to basically go where they want. Okay, Lou, thanks for that. So right, we are sat on the bridge at the moment in outside the Amersham Arms. If anybody knows New Cross Gate, going around a one-way system. We'll soon be approaching the Old Kent Road. Hey AMG, how we doing? I'm in a cab at the moment on my way to the farmers' protest. I'm getting stuck at every single set of traffic lights you can imagine. Elsewhere, two-tier policing stopping the farmers but allowing the unwashed. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Do you know, when you're on these protests, it's like, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, okay? My thumb's in the way. You're stuck between a rock and a hard place because, or I am, because there's times when you want to start screaming and having a go at the police, and right, because they are, I do know one or two good ones, I really do, right, but the majority of them are disgusting. But you know something, they don't care. Watch them at the protest, just how the arrogance exudes them, how they really don't care about what's going on in this country. Right, honestly, you start losing your rights to film in certain positions, and any other creator will back me up with me saying what I'm saying, that keep your mouth shut, film, capture everything for people like yourselves watching, capture everything. Whereas if you open your mouth, you get moved on. You know, you do get allowed to stand in sort of positions that you wouldn't normally be allowed to stand in, because you're classed as press or, you know, journalists or whatever. But anyway, there you go. So guys, this is really just to let you know that I'm going to be going live very soon. Have a look, we're going to be there, yeah, approximately half hour now. I'm trying to just have a look at the traffic. I'm hoping when we turn off of where we're, because where we are at the moment is a bottleneck. One lead going off to the left leads off to Peckham, and the other way, although it's Peckham, it's the Old Kent Road, or we go past Peckham High Street one other way. Let me just turn the camera around so you can see where we are. See, we're going to go off to the right, I'm assuming. Which we are, yeah. There's someone preaching over there. It's the old post office here, New Cross. This actually comes under New Cross where we are at the moment. 100%. Right, now I know I've told you guys this time and time again. I don't mind saying it, right? One of my best mates is a copper, believe it or not, right? But a very old school copper, and he's clinging on for dear life. He's got literally, what, a year and a half left before he receives his full pension. He can't wait to get out of the job that he absolutely hates now. He hates all the new people coming in, and he'll tell you when we go shooting, he'll tell you that they're getting in the recruits that they know that they can turn into robots. Yeah, appreciate that, Seiko. This Old Kent Road and New Cross, this used to be all the areas that I used to hang about in as a child, all the way down to the Elephant and Castle where we're going. This was all my childhood area, and I know it's the same everywhere, I understand that, but honestly, how it's changed. How it's changed. Farmers are being arrested now. But none of these high-rise buildings. There was a couple near where I used to live, near the BMX track in Peckham, called Peterborough House. They were a couple of the high-rise buildings that were there. However, there was the concrete jungles that I was brought up on for a little while, until I went and lived with my granddad. You know, North Peckham Estate, Camden Estate. Look, man, look. Crazy, isn't it? Crazy, man. By the way, just to let you know, when I do go live, this is my other phone that hasn't got the paid version of Prism on it, so the text on the screen won't when I do the live. There's a joke telling me that my device is too hot. All at a standstill in central London. Yeah, I may be jumping out before and running to wherever I've got to get to. Does anybody recognise these areas? We're coming up to Ilderton Road at the moment, which is Millwall Football Club, just there on the right hand side, down that road there. That's where Millwall Football Club is. Hold on, Lady Rochester. Hi Jason, husband went into the British Boxing Hall of Fame, ex-Fitzroy Lodge boy. Who was, right, do you know what? Who was that? That's very interesting, very, very interesting. I mean, obviously, I'm ex-Fitzroy Lodge as well. Used to be an absolute great club, now it's just I believe it's just like a white collar place now for these for the city folk to just come over and train in and pretend that they're boxers. old gas pylons, Old Kent Road. There's a building down here that I used to rent years ago. It was one of my first ever businesses as a 18 year old, and I turned it into a conveyor belt. Of course it's gone. It was right here. I forgot about that. It's gone. It's I used to valet taxis. They used to come in and literally it was like a conveyor belt. Like they'd come in one door, go slowly around, out the other door. I was 17 or 18 when I started that business up. Yeah, I rented that building. I forgot that of course it's now been turned into flats or some sort of apartments anyway, or offices. Sorry guys, giving you a tour of London. Right, what I'm going to do, people, I'm going to end it now, right, and I will get there. Hold on, bit weird, my message is shown here, but was not on the left in the big window. Yeah, Emma, this is, I'm on my personal phone at the moment doing this. I've not got the paid version. I've got a phone that's just dedicated to doing my live streams, so I don't get notifications and all that palaver, and that's got the paid version of Prism on it. So the writing that you see on the screen's a little bit different, but anyway, listen, I'm going to end this now and I will see you when I get there. I'm hoping it's going to be in about half hour. And hopefully we can catch what we can catch with the protests and the farmers. I mean, this is, you know, forget the hotels. This is one of our biggest industries in this country that we've got to look after. We have to look after. So anyway, I'll catch you in a minute, folks. Bye. Cheers, guys.